You're watching Let's Chat.
We know the world of real estate is something that all of us are going to experience at some point. If you're not looking to sell a home or buy a home soon, you probably know somebody that will. Today we have Grace Frank here to tell us all about just what you do for a living, as well as this amazing book that you've made. Thank you for making the time to be here this morning.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit, Grace, specifically about the book, Secrets for Sellers.
This is a new book that I've just released. It's a really good book for people who have had problems selling a home or thinking about selling a home. It's got great chapters about different things. My favorite chapter is why my dog wants me to hire Grace Frank to sell my home.
I love it.
So it's it's just a fun and upbeat book, but with a lot of great information to help people figure out how to best sell their home.
Absolutely, because I mean this is something that I think there's so much that goes into selling a home. I wouldn't even know where to start, but there's so much that goes into it that people don't think about. Do you have any, like, maybe frequently asked questions or some things that you've been able to help people out along the way?
I mean, one of the biggest things that people don't understand is there's over 300 tasks in selling your home.
Oh, wow.
So, a lot of people want to try it on their own. They don't want to pay an agent to do that. And it's a lot of tasks for somebody to take on that probably has a full-time job. But one of the biggest questions people ask is, what do I need to do to get my house ready to sell? Is there certain things I should absolutely do before I sell? Pricing is a real big issue, so there's a lot of different questions.
Sure. So there's really a lot that goes into it, so many factors. I'm sure depending on where you're at geographically, I mean, so much that goes into it. So what do you believe is a challenge in today's market for sellers that are trying to sell their home?
Pricing is really unique. And another big area for us is considering doing a home inspection before you put it on the market. We have a lot of crawl space issues in this area because we have a lot of underground springs, and all of a sudden, basements and crawl spaces are full of water and buyers are freaking out. So really, I always suggest really evaluate pricing. We try to give them a range, but buyers are sensitive right now and they're worried about a pullback in our market. So pricing is key, and getting a home inspection to really figure out what's going on to ensure that you don't have a buyer freaked out and fall out of the contract because they're scared about the home inspection.
Sure, because there's so many things that you want to think, oh, I'll just pass this off to somebody else, and these maybe little quirks that all these different homes have, and then you're like, it's probably a good idea to get that checked out before you try to sell.
And buyers are very nervous about that right now.
Oh, absolutely. So tell me what else, what is the top tip for sellers specifically in today's market?
Really putting your best foot forward. People are very picky about how things look, how the house looks. So the book really talks about all these things that really are important, like staging and presentation and making sure that everything looks immaculate. And pricing is very important, as well as just at the end of the day, putting your best foot forward.
Absolutely. I think that's a great attitude that can probably translate to any field, but especially with selling. I mean, there's a lot that you got to be patient with it, because I mean, you really got to have to be able to accept rejection, I feel like, as well, because you're going to have to deal with, the pros and cons of having the give and take with that. So tell me, what is more important, the price of the home or really the marketing of the home?
Good question. I always focus on the marketing of the home. I have an MBA in marketing, so I really look at marketing as a really key factor. You want to try to sell the home as it goes on the market, so you have buyers that are ready to really look at it, that are not tire kickers, but true buyers. And the book really talks about that. But marketing is really important, pricing is important, but you can overcome pricing if you have really amazing marketing and the property has total 100% amazing look, feel, story, photographs. A lot can be overcome with marketing.
Because it makes a lot of sense. I think a lot of people obviously are sensitive when it comes to price, but if they're really sold on a home, they're like, okay, maybe I'll make an investment here, and it makes all the difference. So tell me, Grace, where can people go for more information about the book, more information about how to get in touch with you, all of that?
So the book is secretsforsellers.com, and the gracefrankgroup.com is our general website. So if you're looking to get the book, secretsforsellers.com. If you're looking to just check out and talk to Grace, Both you can get to me, but gracefrankgroup.com.
Grace, thank you again for making the
you're
time to
welcome.
be here this morning. For more information, you can check her out online, and you know somebody, no doubt, that is probably trying to sell a home or just to get more information about how to do it properly. For more information, go check her out online. We're in for a short break here on Let's Chat.